Good morning and welcome again to another Making Mondays Matter. It's a beautiful Monday morning. And as usual, I trust you had a wonderful weekend. This is Coach David, and I want to share with you this morning on the topic of leadership. Leadership really is about influence. Most of us would have come across that student at school in our younger days who held no particular title, but somehow was able to get others to follow him. He had influence. And in truth and in fact, most of us, all of us, have some measure of influence. So as a result, we all have the capacity to lead. And if you doubt me, I'm sure you may have had that occasion where you were standing close to an entrance or next to an area where persons queue, and suddenly persons come and stand behind you. You never told them to, you weren't wearing any particular sign, and yet they patiently queued behind you until you had to point out to them, no, I'm not in the queue, you can go ahead. That is influence. It is influence in its simplest form. We have the capacity to influence others around us and as a result, lead others around us by our actions, by our behavior, by the things we say and the things we do. Unfortunately, when I would have used the reference to back in our school days, oftentimes the person with that level of influence often use it for the negative, often encourage other young boys to jump over the school wall, to skip school, to do things that they weren't supposed to do. But influence is really neutral, and it depends on how you use it. And so I want to encourage us this week that as we go into this week, remember that you have influence. You can influence those around you. You may not have a title, you may not be CEO or general manager or chairman of the board, but you have influence over those around you. And as a result, you have the capacity to lead. And I want you to use that influence to help others to be better. And as a result, yourself to also be better. So let's go out this week and lead. Lead with the influence that we have so that we all can have a better life, literally. So until next Monday, this is Dividends, and I encourage you to go out and lead. Those of you joining me on my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It helps the algorithm and it helps others to see these little tidbits as they too make their way through this week. Have a wonderful week.